Hey everybody, Brian back with you, Z Health practitioner and co-founder at Strong Tower Training. Hey, we serve the South Metro community, both around the South Metro in Nashville and then South Metro in Minneapolis too. So Savage, Minnesota, Ballpark, Columbia, Spring Hill area in Tennessee. So coming to you on the brain versus body health question. So sometimes we'll hear like, do I have to pick one? Like, you guys do a lot of this brain-based stuff. You do all this functional neuro stuff. Do you just only focus on that? And is it just good for my brain? Do you train the body too? Yes, absolutely. We do train the body. The really cool thing is that you can get benefits from cardiovascular training, keeping it basic. If you go for a walk, jog, you do some intervals. When we get the heart rate up, we keep the heart healthy, we're doing a lot of good things to keep the brain healthy too. So areas like the hippocampus, memory center is responsive, and we see positive changes in the research when people do cardiovascular type activities. You can also strength train, and really cool research coming out on strength training. We know how it impacts the brain a lot more now than we did even 20 years ago. And so good things about strength training, like it's kind of the closest thing to the fountain of youth from an exercise standpoint. It's going to help with lean muscle, energy levels, bone metabolism, meaning it can impact positively on bone density. So for anybody 40 and up, 50 and up, we really think it's got to be part of your weekly routine. So if you want to age well, if you want to maximize health, longevity, you really need to be strength training. So we know there's a lot of research on that side of it. And people think, when we strength train, it's kind of the neck down. And what happens in the brain though, as we learn more and more, there's some really cool stuff. So different types of muscle contraction, like an eccentric, if I pick a weight up and do a bicep curl and then I let it down really slow, we get strong activations in the occipital lobe, and that's good for your vision. So go figure, strength training and vision connected. And then the other parts of the contraction, concentric, isometrics are great for other brain areas. So we know now in the research that if you want a healthy frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, those are very closely linked to those different types of muscle contraction out in the rest of the body. So connecting the best of both worlds, yes, we can do brain-based training. You could go to like a behavioral optometrist and really focus on improving your vision, improving some brain activations, working on stuff that can kind of cross over and impact on the mental side more so. Then you could go to a trainer and you could work from the neck down. But when we put them together, kind of have the best of both worlds, both from an education and a practice standpoint, we know that we can get better results a lot of times. So if we stack a vision drill with your squat, sometimes the squat improves, or the lunge, whatever the strength exercise might be. So we do train the inner ear at Strong Tower, we train the visual system, and then of course we strength train, we train the rest of the body too, because we know that positively impacts on, again, things like bone density and connecting all this back to brain health. You need to be moving, you need to be training, and there are some specific things, that we can do using the research, and on the educational front, just logically looking at, okay, research says this, so let's maximize our time in the gym or our time working on some of this stuff at home to get the most out of it. If you got something out of the video yourself today, remember to subscribe to the channel, maybe share it with a buddy. You can also help us out by smashing that like button down. So strength exercise, smash the like button. And until the next video, keep making these your healthiest years yet. Look forward to talking to you then.